Alrighty. Okay, so we've got a YouTube channel set up as well. We've got a cap on this Zoom of 300. So when we're hitting above 300, I've just sent out the YouTube link. So you'd be able to then, if people are getting blocked because they can't get on because we're on the maximum, then you can just send them the YouTube link and they'll be able to hear everything and watch it on YouTube as well. So we are all ready to go. Is everybody ready for this? Where are we? Where's my host here? Where's Chris? I know he's giving me, let me see, hang on, let's get Chris on. So say, how's it? He's given me host rights. There we go. Chris.
There we go. Good evening, Tim.
Host here. Where's Chris? I know he's giving me, let me see, hang on, let's get Chris on. So say, how's it?
I'm here already. Here I am. Seems to be a bit of a lag, bit of a delay.
There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I was listening to myself talking about 2 seconds after I said it on YouTube. So I've just turned myself off on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
All righty. Are we ready? Have we got one of these? What do you see what that is? Yeah, Angela. And some of this. Show me. The serious people, the ones who want to take maximum advantage of this evening, are going to be armed. You've got George Lacquer, see your pen. There we go. Royale, fantastic to have you. Deb, awesome. I can see your pictures. I can see you got your pens. If you want to maximize the most out of this, you're going to want to write down as many of these golden nuggets that Marie-Claire is going to share with you. She's going to, wow. So come on, where are we on? 215, 217, 250 we start. What do you say, Chris?
250, that sounds about good, yeah.
Okay, get on your groups, get on the WhatsApp. If we want to take maximum advantage of this, the way that you do it is you get more people on. Get onto have a look. Who's the participants? Who's not on? Who needs to be on? Who should be on? Who have you invited? They said, yes, they're not here. You got 2 minutes. Get on your WhatsApps. Phone them. Off we go. Let's make it happen. We're climbing, but slowly.
Yeah, there we go. I'm just putting it on the group quickly. There we go.
Fantastic. In the meantime, guys, to give Marie-Claire, she's hiding in the background over there. Give us an idea where you're from. So just type in the box here. Where are you actually from? Then Marie-Claire can get an idea as to the vast audience. And she can have a look at these chats to see. Somebody said West, Bergfleet, Cape Town, Stellies, PE, Kempton Park, Vaal, Pretoria, Joburg, Rustenburg, Namibia, yay, Croatia, amazing, Windhoek, Denmark, look at this, UK, Mallorca, Groenbeek, Paarl, Canada, way, Pretoria, Windhoek. I tell you what, Kindred Hearts community is going to make Marie-Claire famous all over the world. I think she's famous already. And this is just going to spread the word as to the power. So fantastic. Cape Town, Bloem, Finland. This is amazing. Wow. Jacobsbaai, UK. I can't pronounce that, Patricia. I'm going to say it wrong. And Andalusia. Cape Town. I'm Cape Town. There we go.
Ruderstroom, just down the road from me.
In Thailand. There we go. Claire, of course, in Thailand as well. So how powerful is this? Or is Marie-Claire says, MC says, does it get even better than this?
We're on 239, Tim. We've got 11 to go. Right. Wow, 9 to go.
Oh, I see some guys have raised their hands, but we're not going to be taking questions and things like that this evening. This evening we've got a unique event, so you can drop your raised hands. If you've got, you can type a question if you want. We'll have a look. But at the moment, tonight is about the 6 inches between our ears. 251. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's keep going. We're going to keep building those. Guys, if you see that we're getting to that 300, then people new coming in are going to get blocked. So that's where the YouTube link comes in that I've put out. So just copy that. It's on the Kindred Hearts team and the KH Chris's leadership team. I've put it on there. Send that link out to everybody so that then they can also watch live on YouTube. And as Mary Claire is looking, I'll hop over to YouTube every now and again to see if anybody's on there. At the moment, there's 5 people watching on YouTube already. Amazing stuff.
There we go. Just the link out again onto the next group. There we go.
That's wonderful stuff. We want to really use this. It's I'm watching myself on YouTube. It's quite scary. The technology, the power of it, it's amazing what we can do to reach across the world. It truly is. Okay. Chris, should we get going? What do you think?
Yeah, we're on 269. Wow. We're so close to that 300 mark. It's just absolutely so amazing to see so many like-minded, like-hearted people together this evening on Motivation Monday. It's absolutely amazing. I'm blown away.
The need for this is amazing. And if we can provide the platform, then that's awesome. Now, I'm trying to look for Marie Claire on the list here. With so many people. Hope she doesn't get booted off and then ends up on YouTube. We're going to get it stuck. Let's see. MC, where are you? People keep coming in. I keep losing my spot. I can see you there. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hello. Wonderful stuff. I've just asked Marie Claire Hayes to unmute herself now. I'm going to do a very brief introduction. You should be able to unmute.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Tim.
Wonderful. Amazing to have you on tonight. I hope we've brought a crowd of people that his energy is just going to flow. So for those who don't know, I met Marie Claire probably about 2-ish months ago, plus minus. I was in a very difficult position in my life purely because I put myself there and I needed some external help. Effectively needed a bit of a brainwashing. My brain needed to be removed, washed, shaken, put back in with a fresh perspective. And wow, what an absolute difference. The nuggets, the motivations, the wording, everything that Marie Claire has led me to and where I'm now going. It's powerful stuff. It's ever wonderful. And for her to say yes immediately when I asked if she wouldn't mind joining us on Motivating Monday, and I told her what we were doing. She knows about Kindred Hearts, and the sheer passion and her energy just says, yes, I'm there. So this is not about me. This is about everybody in this community. We're on 280. We're going to keep climbing. And I'm just going to say, Marie Claire, what an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join our Kindred Hearts community on Motivating Monday. I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Thank you so much, Tim. And thank you, everyone, also for your patience last week. I mean, you can hear I'm still a little nasal. I was so looking forward to being on this last week, Monday, and it just didn't happen. And this is one of the things I wanted to open up with in terms of the power of the mind. Our recent little holiday where we went down to Sedgefield, and I saw a couple of people in the chat saying that they're from Sedgefield. Hello, my favorite place in the whole wide world and my future hometown. I know it to be. It will happen. So I'm so grateful for some of you to be on here. And so we went down on holiday and my brother-in-law came with, and his power of his mind, he just had sinus. He wasn't sick with flu. He just had sinus. So he's coughing and spluttering, but in his mind, he only had sinus. So my body didn't quite agree with his mind. And when I came back, I then stepped into my power of my mind where I just had flu. I had tons of people around me going to all the point of views. You must get tested. You've got COVID. I'm like, I just had flu. And I actually ended up taking a test, the blood test of COVID, and I was negative. I just had flu. So again, the small little things of the power of the mind. And what makes me different from everyone else is purely because I function from this 24/7. I am so aware of my mind, of my thoughts, of my words, that I'm constantly watching them and observing them. And you have this power within you as well. It is just that sometimes we choose not to use it. So it's always interesting when I listen to people speak, because they're already affirming stuff in their world, and then they wonder why it's showing up the way that they're kind of speaking it, but they're not actually giving themselves enough credit of what's coming out of their words. If any of you know of Florence Scovel Shinn, met a physics lady in the 1920s or 1930s, and you can only imagine how completely woo-woo that was then. And she was perfect in terms of your words are your wand. What are you speaking? What are you creating? Abracadabra in Hebrew means you speak what you create. So the power of the mind, the power of the thoughts, the power of what you speak, and you have to be switched on all the time to never, ever let another little inkling of a word that you don't want to be out there sneak out, because these words sneak out and these thoughts sneak out. So it is really just learning to master your mind, master your words, and master your thoughts. And I know it's Monday and it's like 8:10 in South Africa time, and maybe you've all had like a really, really long Monday. So I just want to like get some energy going, because we don't breathe enough. None of us do. So I'd love everyone to take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And when you breathe out, actually, if you're alone in your room, it's fine. No one's going to think you're crazy. Just breathe in and then smile. We don't smile enough either. Let some oxygen in, let some air in, and just allow your energy to be alive. I mean, we're energetic beings, and this is another thing that I do a lot in my coaching, is I remind everyone that you're an energetic being first, and this is how you can create the most amazing things in your world. And I kind of have a sense of the Kindred Hearts community, and, you know, it is about community and inviting people. And I just wonder how many of you are battling on the do, instead of just being the most amazing, incredible being that you are, and sending out your energy into the world. And I don't know how many people on this call are energetic beings, or sorry, you're all energetic beings, but how many of you actually acknowledge that you're an energetic being and send your energy out? Yay. So you send ripples of your energy out, and the people that you would love to join you and be part of this amazing thing that you are, send those energies and trickles of energies out to that person, and see them phoning you and see them contacting you, because a lot of the times we chase. Sometimes it flows and sometimes it doesn't flow. So it's just another way that you can actually be and have a lot of stuff happen for you. And then while you're still getting your mind right and sending those beautiful energies out, and be like, wow. And I know a lot of you, or some of you on here, are part of the Access Consciousness community. So you know a couple of the tools. What would it take for this to flow? What would it take for this to be easy? The one that I kept reminding Tim, and he didn't really need much reminding, he got it very quickly, the what if game. It's my favorite game when you just spin it, because we're automatically going into the what if the worst happens. What if this doesn't turn out? And what if they say no? And what if? But what if you can turn it around? What if this can flow even better than I can imagine? What if this person says yes? What if my day can exceed all my expectations? What would it take for this day to excite me? And so I jump all over the show when I chat, so bear with me. One of the things is how many of you are present in your day? Because I mean, it's Monday, and I know some people start Monday and they've already looked ahead in their diary, and they've already on Friday and stressing about something that particularly won't even happen on Friday, instead of just holding your energy in the present moment. In the day, it also means if you're present, you can be so much more aware of the thoughts that are going on, the words that are going on. So it really is just incredible how you can master your mind. And also failure. One of the beautiful things I learned in NLP is failure happens, and failure is this beautiful bioresonance feedback. Something wasn't working, something wasn't flowing. Failure is not bad. Failure does not mean it's the end. I think so many people of you know that if you've listened to very successful billionaires talk, They have failed so many times, and they are grateful for those failures because they know it was just feedback that didn't quite work out. They didn't maybe have the right partner in the business sense, and they kept trying again and trying again and trying again and trying again. We're the only ones who put a massive amount of pressure on ourselves through judgment all the time. We compare ourselves so many times with other people, and also in today's day and age, so many of us cannot shut off from the noise because we're completely attached to social media all the time. How is your intuition supposed to politely get your attention if you are just too focused on the noise that's happening around? So if you can actually detach from the noise and make it a great habit to detach from the noise, and see what your intuition is actually saying to you. And if you don't know how to connect with your intuition, literally make it a person. Like, make space in your life for your intuition. Pull up a chair. It's Sonia Choquette's beautiful thing, the lady that trusts your vibes. You pull up a chair at your dinner table or your breakfast table, or if you're driving alone in the car, in your passenger seat, your intuition is there with you. And ask your intuition, so what am I not aware of? How can I be more in tune with you so that I get the signs and I get the hunches and I get that immediately, so that there is absolutely no second guessing your intuition? Because that's the other thing that the logical mind loves to play with, making us doubt our intuition. And I'm sure none of you have ever had that moment of could have, would have, should have. I'm sure there's no could have, would have, should have. So it happens. And the thing to aim for is for less of that to happen, so that you are, when that hunch comes in and when that intuition comes in, because that's part of your super conscious mind, the part of you that is tapped into the world. Because we're so abundant in terms of our energetic body that we can't fit all of that energy into this physical body. So we're larger than our bodies, much bigger, spread out vastly into the universe. And that is our intuition. It is our higher self. It is our super conscious mind that is connected out there. And that's what's giving us all the hindsights and going, hey, an opportunity is going to come along. Just be aware of it. Pay attention. I'm going to try to give you signals and signs. So just be open and be aware so that you don't miss it. And the one thing that I love about the universe is that there is always another opportunity. So everywhere you've bought the lie that you get missed opportunities and that's it, you're done dusted, I'd love for you to cancel, clear, delete that and completely annihilate, erase it from your mind and your life, because the universe is full of abundant possibilities and opportunities. So if you miss one, guess what? Another one's coming along. So don't ever feel like you're at the train station, miss the train, and that's it. That never happens. There are so many opportunities that come, and then they get better because you start being more in tune, and then you're like, oh, I love that one. That one feels good. That one feels really, really light. I'm going to follow it. And change. I mean, change is one of the most constant things that happens in the universe. And our mind, logical mind, gets very uncomfortable with change, because just when we've like zoned in on something and we've perfected it, or what we assume or kind of consider what we've perfected, something happens and something changes, and then we get so flustered with ourselves. So learn to invite change into your life. And 2021 is a great year to actually invite change. It's so supported by the universe. So this is a great year to bring in change. Whatever it is for you, know that you are completely supported by the universe. And you can even action it on the 31st of December, 2021. To go through into 2022, and then you will still be supported. So get comfortable with change. Change is also a very fixed mindset. So be open, be flexible, let your mind be flexible. It's one of the tools that we all love is what else is possible, because then you really do keep getting out of that box that only the logical mind kind of knows. You want to stretch out of that and be like, cool, what else is possible that I don't know right now, but my higher self is so tuned in, it knows. Allow yourself, sorry, am I going too fast? Because I'm just like, okay. I see Tim shaking his head, so that's cool. I get very excited, and then I'm just like a steam train. And now I've lost my train of thought on the steam train. Gosh, where was I? Change. Oh, your dreams. So do you know that you can ask your intuition and your higher self to chat to you in your dreams? So if you really are looking for a solution for something, you can ask your higher self before you go to bed at night to please show you and to give you the signs and to give you the messages crystal clear. Be absolutely okay to ask for crystal clear signs, crystal clear messages within your dream state so that when you wake up in the morning, you know. Keep a pen and paper next to your bed. Do not put your feet on the ground. Whatever you wake up with, jot it down immediately, because the moment you make contact with the ground and your feet on the ground, you lose a lot of that energy. It's also why they say it is really great to meditate when you wake up in the morning, because you're kind of still in that like alpha state, and before you put your feet down. So if you had your phone near you with earphones and you're still sort of like that waking state, you go into absolute meditation right there and then. You go deeper into theta states, much deeper states. So might just, if anyone wanting to change their meditation techniques, if you can, otherwise you can ask your intuition to give you those crystal clear messages within your dream state, so that even while you're sleeping and your body is resting, you are getting those insights, you are getting those prophetic messages, which exist, because remember, we're energetic beings, so plugged out, so plugged vastly into the universe, and it becomes really exciting, really, really exciting. And please don't be hard on yourself if you started out the day super positive, because this is another thing. I've had so many clients come to me like, Yana, but I have a positive mindset and I'm 100%, so I'm all okay. And then again, I just listen to them speak and I'm like, oh, cool. How positive are you really? Because in their mind, they're like saying, I am happy and I'm healthy and I'm wealthy, but they're not feeling it and they're not actually living from the space of it. And again, it's not right or not wrong. It's just when you bring everything in it, your entire being, your mind, your energy, and you start feeling it. So I often say, faith it till you make it, not fake it till you make it. If you're faithing it, you are plugging into that faith, whatever it is you believe in, that energy, and you are actually starting to feel abundant. You are starting to feel prosperous. So it's about being happy on the way to achieving your dreams and desires. Meditation manifest. Someone just popped meditation details in the chat in case anyone's interested. So when you start actually faithing it till you make it, you allow a lot more energy and a lot more vibration to actually allow things to come to you with a lot more ease and a lot more flow. And remember, whenever it feels like hard work, just stop and pause and step back and breathe that whole and smile, and then re-engage with what's going on in your space and just take those step backs. Taking those step backs will save you so much frustration by just pausing, stopping, pulling all your energies together, because this reality in this world does fluster us. It happens on a day-to-day basis. What's important is how quickly you gather your energy back again. So it happens, done, dusted, let it go, and then just resume, pull your energies back, push them out again so that you connect it to all your higher self all over the show, and then just resume. You can start over many, many times in a day. You really, really can. So please don't ever feel you've had like a really, I don't know, can I say the word cuck? Oh, mind you, I just did. You had a cuck day. That's not such a bad word. You've had a really cuck day and then you think, oh, you know what, I'll start tomorrow. No, you can end the day off amazing. Find something to laugh at, a funny video, whatever it is. Raise your vibration so that when you go to sleep, you actually have those amazing dreams and all the insights that you actually would love to have. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, yes, I'm so ready for this day. Even if you don't feel it, faith it till you make it. Really, really super, super powerful. So I'm just going to take a moment to pause and have a sip of water. Any questions from the people who can ask questions like Tim or Chris?
It's powerful stuff. It's I've heard some of it before, but it's still new and still fresh. It's valuable things, and I'm writing words down. So maybe as we're going along, I see people are doing it already. Little quotes, nuggets, or things that Marie-Claire says that resonates with you. Type it in the chat box there as well. Keep everybody really focused. And just to say, we got up to 325 people on the call this evening, so that's absolutely amazing.
Brilliant.
Powerful stuff. This is useful. I'm going to hand straight back.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Tim. So yeah, faith it till you make it is huge. And I encourage everyone to keep yourself stimulated, keep your mind stimulated. I do this all the time. And so many of my friends have been like, why are you constantly studying? Why are you constantly taking another course? I find it incredibly fascinating to keep the mind stimulated. So whether it is books that I'm reading, as a child, I questioned everything. And I think as a child, we all do. We question like, why is the sky blue? Why is this? Why is this? Why is this? And then, everyone just tells, just keep quiet, And I know with NLP, why is a question that actually isn't going to give us any purpose, because it literally is a forked road. So whenever you ask why, it's going to give you a left or right, or good or bad. It gives you complete duality, but it doesn't give you possibility. So when you ask the questions, well, how, what, when, those kind of things give you a lot more power to step into. So if there is anything where you find yourself saying why, just immediately just try erase that from your vocabulary and just substitute it with what. So we always go like, what would it take? Or I wonder how this is going to show up. I wonder how this could be different, so that you actually allow a lot more space for the universe to come and show you a different way or a different possibility by just changing. So the why, just forked roads. I know as children, it was one of our things. And I just wanted to go back onto the failures, actually feedback. I mean, we did this when we were learning to walk. I mean, we crawled, and then we were like, trying to test our feet and stuff like that. And a couple of times we would fall. As children, we were so resilient. We never gave up. And what I wanted to share with each and every single one of you, your inner child is still very much alive within you. So invite your inner child into your life every single day. And this is where I ask everyone to invite fun into their life. Like, what would your inner child want to do today? So it's not about the campfire stories with the inner child, because I know the Brandon Bay journey does that. But it's like actually just tapping into your inner child. It's absolutely okay to be young at heart. And I never say to people how old they are. I ask them how young they are, because I want them to still tap into that inner child things. I mean, we've got the inner child within all of us. We've got a wise sage within all of us. Doesn't matter how young you are, you've got these qualities within you. So you've got the sage and you've got your inner child that just wants to have fun. And what the biggest thing is that we've taken ourselves so seriously. And I think the year 2020 did a remarkable job of getting everyone into fear-based, getting everyone into lack and limitation, and getting everyone into being so serious. We've forgotten how to laugh and how to have fun. And we're too scared sometimes to actually crack a joke about something because, everyone is so on edge. So what if you can start creating the fun within your world? Whatever that might be for you, and you will know what will fill your heart and your being with fun. I don't know how many people get up in the morning and just put some music on and just dance around. It doesn't actually matter who, where, what. Have some fun. Invite some fun into your world. Even that one thing can shift and change everything by just inviting a lot more fun in. And I would love for all of you to actually start embracing the hashtag unapologetically me. Don't ever apologize for who you are, for your quirks, for your amazingness, because if we all acknowledged everyone's beautiful quirks and you were unapologetically you, you give yourself permission to be, you give everyone else permission to be, and everyone doesn't give, we don't get a chance to shine our lights. We really don't, because everyone's so quick to criticize and so quick to be stressed and serious and all of this. So give yourself just permission to be whatever that is. Unapologetically me, hashtag. So I see there is a question. I'm just trying to remove. So how do you deflect others' negative thoughts and behaviors, and how do you not take on other negative vibration? Great question, Donovan. I refuse to give other people power over my own mind. I've done that for many years. No more. You make the demand of yourself to no longer let anything or anyone actually disrupt your mood, disrupt your day, because you are giving your power away when you do that. So if you hold on to that and you don't even give them that satisfaction, again, faith it till you make it, because I know inside the energies might be doing a whole bunch of different things. So just know you don't give yourself permission to do that. So there's this, one of the tools for access consciousness is fracking. So now instead of telling someone to F off, I frack. So I literally just do this like as if a cartoon, and I could blow the person up. So I don't really want to blow the person up. But I want to blow their energy up, the energy that is so stuck. And so I'm like, ah! So I do that in the car. I do it at home. If I'm having a conversation with the client and the client can't see me and they're busy going into all their points of views, I'm like, oh, come on, and do like this thing. And I laugh at myself. I break so much energy by laughing at myself because I think I'm quite funny most of the times. And then I got out of the seriousness of me and stopped judging me because I've started laughing at myself. So please laugh at yourself lots of times. Just remember that if you allow someone else to change your mood and to change your behavior, you've literally just given them your power. If that's your choice, brilliant. Know that's your choice. If that's not something you'd like to choose, hold your ground and let your light be contagious. Let your happiness be contagious, because most people don't like other people being happy. So just let it be a contagious drug. Just laugh it off. And even if you, thank you for putting in there, yeah, cracking. And the return to sender with consciousness attached. Yeah, who does this belong to? Return to sender with consciousness attached. Sometimes just to shake a person's energy when they aren't even aware of it. But just remember, you have your power. Don't give that to anyone else. That should be like the first and foremost demand of yourself. My power, I'm no longer handing that over to anyone, whether it is the government, whether it is the world, the news, whatever it is. No longer hand your power over to someone else by getting upset and responding to something where you could actually just pause. Again, just pause and breathe. Walk away if you have to. Whatever it is. I often wish I had all of this, these tools when I was working in corporate. It would have been so different. And then I got a very short stint of whatever you ask for, you always receive. And then I did get to work in a small little corporate company using these tools. And I was probably like every single one of my clients, I'm like, oh, these tools work. Because I was only ever using it in my own space. But then when I actually use it in business and I actually use it in corporate, I was like, oh my word, like sales can be increased and all of this can flow. So these tools really work on so many different levels. So the subconscious, why I actually called my practice, keep it conscious. So if you're conscious, and our conscious mind is tiny, so it can only take in little bits. And that is why, so if you're consciously thinking of your words and you're consciously thinking of your thoughts and what's going out there, the subconscious mind has been recording everything since the moment we were born. Actually, even in the womb, we record, we pulled everything in. So a lot of our sabotaging belief systems and a lot of our stuff that gets us really stuck comes from the subconscious mind. However, if you become an observer of your subconscious mind and observe the stuff that is coming out of your mouth, the thoughts that keep playing, become an observer. Don't go into judgment. Don't be unkind to, because all behavior is learned and we only learn from other people, and everyone is only doing the best that they can do with the behavior that they've kind of learned from everyone else. So become an observer of your subconscious mind. So when it comes up and it's going into a thought pattern where you're like, not entirely sure that serves my highest purpose, and I don't even think that even belonged to me. I think I've definitely recorded that from someone else. It doesn't match my energy anymore. Just observe it, erase, eliminate, eradicate. Those three words are really powerful for the subconscious mind. I erase, I eradicate, and I eliminate. And every time it comes up, just be the observer of your subconscious mind. And there's a lot in our subconscious mind that we have kind of recorded from womb zero onwards. So when it happens, just allow yourself to be that observer. Wow, okay, that doesn't serve me any purpose anymore. I erase, eradicate, and eliminate. And you can keep going through that over and over. And remember, this happens so quickly. You don't even have to stop everything when this pattern comes. You could be driving and a thought pattern will come up and you're like, that's subconscious mind, not my programming. Erase, eliminate, eradicate. Done. and know that it is done. It happens so quickly. So retraining your subconscious mind is super, super easy. No one tells us this. It makes you feel like you have to do years of psychotherapy and all of this, but reprogramming your subconscious mind is easier than anyone lets you onto. Just has to be consistent and repetitive and done daily until you actually have your new programming happening through the subconscious mind. Where now all of a sudden your subconscious mind's, I'm abundant, I am happy, I'm successful, I am the I am a powerful being, I am the creator of my own destiny, I am, and I am, and I am. And you function from that energy. And now that is where you create magic and miracles in your life in every single second. I received my, yeah, that's I suppose I wasn't here last Monday, but I know that's a Florence Scovel Shin. So I received magical pay in a magical way. I actually saw the quote this morning. Tim or Chris, was that? Chris has got Florence Scovel Shin book. Yes. The Game of Life and How to Play It is the best book. The best. And is that one of the small ones, Chris? The thin ones? Or is that quite a thick one? Yeah, the thin one. I have that next to my bed all the time. It's a book I refer to so often. And like I said, Florence Scovel Shinn, 1920s, 1930s. I cannot remember if Neville Goddard was before her or after her, but very, very similar in terms of Speak and Create Your World. It's the book called The Game of Life and How to Play It. I know Chris's one's like slightly different because it's got the success stories underneath, but it is such a thin book. It has the most beautiful affirmations. One of my favorite is Infinite Spirit. Please open up the way for an immediate supply of abundance. And may all that is mine by divine right reach me in an avalanche of abundance. And so it is. It is, her stuff is powerful. It is simple and yet it is powerful. So I really encourage everyone, if that one book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, Florence Scovel Shinn, and you can find it in exclusive books. I like books. I know everyone's into this ebook thing. I like highlighting in books and all of those things and putting little tabs and re-looking at something. So that is my biggest recommendation, is let that be your new mind Bible. And I love it also when you allow your intuition to just open up a book on any page, and the inspiration that you receive is just incredible. So a lot of my books, I've some of them I've read half and some of them I've read full. And then I use my intuition. I'll stand in front of the bookshelf and I'll be like, okay, Infinite Spirit, what's the message for today? And I'll kind of go through the books, open up a book on the page, and I'll be like, wow, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that is the other thing, tripling gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you bring in a lot more gratitude for everything in your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, red robots, thank you, universe. You never know what you would be prevented from, even if you felt you were running late. You never run late. And this was something that I taught one of the other the groups, is to never apologize for being late. To rather just say to the person, thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much for being patient. Because you arrive at the moment you arrive, the time that you are divinely meant to. So trust that, even if you kind of woke up with the alarm and then you hit snooze and then you thought it was your fault because you hit snooze and then you slept 20 minutes longer, trust your higher self, trust your infinite wisdom. With phones now, we can just phone and be like, you know what, I'm going to be a little later than I anticipated. Is that okay? If it's still okay, thank you so much for waiting. I will be there in X amount of minutes. So don't apologize for ever being late, because that's almost like apologizing for divine intervention and divine timing. So just rather just say to the person, thank you so much for your patience. And thank you so much for waiting. Yes. 369. Yes. Nikola Tesla's work. Free energy. Yes, yes, yes. And the Fibonacci, I cannot remember the man's name. Someone Fibonacci. But the spiral, if any of you have done Reiki, the chakra ray is a spiral, and you find the spiral in everything in nature. That spiral exists everywhere. And that is that vortex of energy that is within our chakras. So each of our energy centers is this vortex of energy that keeps going round and round. And then depending on where our energy is at, it's either going really slowly or it's going really, really pulsating and bigger. And that is how we pull in stuff as well through our energy centers. And I often think how amazing the world would be if at school, we were taught about our chakras, we were taught about our energy bodies. So that when we were navigating life, we had our minds and we knew what was our stuff and what wasn't our stuff. And then we were aware of our energy centers and how to get our energy centers moving through meditation, through yoga, through Qigong, through all of those things. That's the world that would be amazing. And I know that will be created. Even if it is just you creating in your world every single day, be the change you want to see in the world. 369, yes, absolutely. The magnificence of 369. I was actually remembering a car that I had the other day, and its number plate was 369. I was like, oh, that car. Thank you, universe, for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I no longer have that car, but thank you, thank you, thank you for those 369. So, and numbers are there's so much into numbers. Your birth date holds a lot of energy and information about you and about your personality. And it's stuff that you can change. It's just nice to know and have that awareness. So with some numbers, some personalities tend to almost instantly sabotage themselves by continuously going into the ego way. But once you're aware of it, you can then check with yourself, is this coming from my ego? Or is this actually coming from my divine inner self? And you don't even have to think too much of it. You get the messages. It's when you're trying to overthink something that you're already disconnected from your intuition and you're trying to figure it out through your analytical mind. It's like truth. So is this coming from my ego or is this actually coming from my divine self? And just check in with yourself whether something is coming from ego. I actually had this conversation with the clients earlier this morning. She's like, no. Like, I don't want this to happen. No. A story, a real story. And I was just like, okay, truth, is that your ego talking? She just looked at me and smiled. She's like, damn, this ego. But at least when you have the awareness of it, you can diffuse the energy and be like, oh no, and my ego was pushing for this. My ego thought this was fantastic. Meantime, your divine self was like, oh, it's not really for my highest good. So, just, hey, if anyone's listening, no, please don't listen to ego. And the one place that I love where the ego serves us purpose is when we're challenging ourselves. I love that because when we're in competition with no one, we're comparing ourselves to no one, but we're wanting to better ourselves. And I love that when the ego steps in to better ourselves for ourselves, not out of looking better than anyone or being better than anyone, is about just being better than you were yesterday. And that's when I love the ego. Then I'm like, oh, then it's serving purpose because it's challenging us to be a better person, be a kinder person, be a more joyful person, be a person who's just filled with so much more gratitude and love, and cultivate it for yourself. I know the world is not filled with unconditional love, and that is like a really hectic program running there right now, and that's doing what it is. Just kindness and love, bowl people over with that, because most people are expecting you to come in with aggression. Most people are expecting you to come in fighting against something. So just kindness and love, and just watch the energy change. Yeah, the 555 gateway that opened up in May, and a 555. So I'm so glad, Cindy, opening up a whole new world for you. Brilliant. And now is the time to awaken. If ever there was a time for people to acknowledge their lightness, their energetic being, and to still navigate this world and to still create abundance and create prosperity. And we know, and I really feel like this is what the Kindred Hearts message is abundance and prosperity for all, because we are all able to have enough. There is so much in the world that there is enough for everybody and more. And that is one of the other things, is that lack and limitation just lies of this reality. Erase, eradicate, and eliminate that from your entire being, and just know that this is an incredibly abundant and prosperous universe. It might not look like it, but you can feel it. You know within your core that there is enough for everyone. And if you feel that and you start vibrating that, you will create that. So how are we all doing?
Man, I'm powerful. I could just keep listening to you forever. But I know you've picked up on some questions people are jotting, so they're welcome to send them through. We're not going to start unmuting everybody, but if you've got a question or something that you would like Marie-Claire to touch on, I see some people have done it already. There was one earlier on, but I think you covered it already. Where are we? Can you touch on subconscious negativity unblocking? Got any tips?
Okay, so that's the erase, eradicate, and eliminate, where you know the subconscious mind is busy bringing up old patterns that don't serve you any purpose, is to be the observer. So just observe the thoughts, observe the patterns, observe the negativity that's coming from the subconscious mind. Remember, the subconscious mind has only learned the behavior. It's not its fault. And then when you observe, you bring in that space of no judgment, and you just literally be like, okay, that doesn't serve me any purpose anymore. I erase, eradicate, and eliminate it from my entire being. And know that it is so. Know the power of your words. When you erase something and you eradicate it and you eliminate it, it is gone, done, dusted. If it is a program that has been playing for a long time, it might take a little bit more time, but it will dissipate every single time it comes up and you're like, no longer serving me purpose. I erase, eradicate, and I eliminate. And then you can also use the word impress. I impress upon my subconscious mind that I am abundance. I impress upon my subconscious mind that I am prosperous. Whatever the words are that you want to follow up with the I am to affirm differently, I impress upon my subconscious mind, I am, whatever it is, whatever flows for you.
Oh, fantastic. Chris, there you are. There's Chris.
Yeah, that is absolutely powerful. Absolutely powerful. I just had somebody ask me, sent me a private message, asked me to hold the book up again closely because he's looking for it online. And obviously, I think he's trying to, Stephen, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So just remember this picture. It's got a little picture of a tree there. So maybe that can help you. I know you're looking for that.
And also the other one looks like a colorful rainbow. It's a square one, and it's got like blue and orange and yellow and thing. And so that's another version of the cover of the book as well, in case you don't find that one. But yeah, impress upon your subconscious mind, I am amazing. I am magnificent. I am all of those, whatever it is.
It's also in the Prosperity Bible. Okay, this is the thick one. That is like massive. And her readings are in here as
Brilliant.
well. So, yeah, you can see I'm also read quite a lot.
I love it.
I so agree with you. You've got to, yes, you know, what you put in is what's going to come out. And I tell you, I warn people, guys, be careful what you put in. Put that TV off, because that TV is going to kill you.
Yeah, absolutely. And so if anyone follows Sasha Stone, he's quite a free-spirited person who's busy helping people to wake up. Yeah, brilliant, Candace. And so Sasha Stone calls it dream spelling, that they dream spell us through TV, through the news, through everything. So you're not even aware of it. You think you're watching your favorite series or your favorite TV show, and they literally dream spelling stuff into, they are impressing upon your subconscious mind. So I don't watch the news. I'm very aware of what I watch. I mean, I love things like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I mean, I know there's some hidden messages in there as well, which are actually brilliant messages. I mean, the metaphors that come through a lot of that stuff, I'm like, yeah, these people who directed these movies are actually trying to wake us up. And a lot of the stuff, the truth is hidden in plain sight. So a lot of the movies that seem to be completely out of, like you would think, no, this is complete sci-fi, never happen. We've been warned. So no one can act surprised. So yeah.
Powerful stuff, like the Matrix, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
and that's why you're watching a program. Think about the words very carefully, because we have been programmed since TV started. That's their weapon of mass destruction. they've been programming us since birth, and you've got to take all that out. You've got to rinse that brain.
Yeah, spot on, Chris. I mean, you spot on program. It's right there. Right there. And it's incredible because, I mean, when we're kids, we're in record mode. So, I mean, we go into that biomimetic mimicry where we just record and then we start like acting like certain things. We don't even know what they mean. We say things when we're children, we don't understand them, but hey, someone else has said it. So we just like repeat. So yeah, please know that there is so much that you can erase, eradicate, and eliminate from your subconscious mind, and create new habits. So, you know, if you really want to guard your mind, rather fill it with amazing things like reading books and getting inspired. Another book that is incredibly amazing is The Light Shall Set You Free. It's by two doctors and two ladies, and I cannot remember what their names are, but The Light Shall Set You Free has the 12 universal laws, which are these beautiful guidelines. So like the law of attraction, the law of reaction. So there's 12 spiritual laws. And if you can also start living your life by those universal laws and guidelines, again, things will be so much easier for you in your life because you'll understand the law of energy. And that's all it is, law of energy. Our words, our thoughts, stuff happening in the universe, all of that is just pure energy. And yeah, great guidelines. Thank you, Chanel. 100%. That's the one. The Light Shall Set You Free by Dr. Norma J. Milinovich and Dr. Shirley D. McCune. It's quite a big book. And for some people, it's a bit tricky to get in. And I mean, it goes with ascended masters, archangels, all of those. So for some people who that's not in your world just yet, yeah, it'd be a great book too, like a university book. But I think that's it from me. It's been amazing. Thank you for the invite, Tim. I've really enjoyed the energy of this entire community and group. Love the energy. So thank you.
It's a pleasure. And Marie-Claire, how can people follow you? Where can they find you? They want to get more messages. They want to perhaps contact you. How can they do that?
Okay, so on Facebook and on Instagram, Keep It Conscious. And I think Tim sent out my YouTube. I mean, I'm not great when it comes to social media and YouTube, and I'm still learning with all of that, and also very much aware of what ego wants on the YouTube stage and what messages actually should be go out there. So on Instagram, it's at Keep It Conscious. I don't think there's any underscores. And on Facebook, and then my website is going to be launching on the 1st of July, and that will be keepitconsciouscoaching.com. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah.
Can you, when you launch your website, just send me a quick message, Marie-Claire, and then I'll share it with everybody on the groups once it's up, and then everybody will have that.
Perfect. Thank you, Tim.
Have you got time for one question? I've got somebody who's put their hand. We'll just do the one, and then I want to end on a high note. I'm not going to say anything else. I can't compare. So we just got to go for Chetty Rajeshri. You've been very patiently putting your hand up. We'll just do one.
Cool. Perfect.
No, not coming on. Okay. Are you there?
Have you asked him to unmute himself?
I have, but means it's not meant to be. So that's fine. I've got some fantastic notes. I've got some fracking. And I am young, I am not old.
There we go. Absolutely. So now remember, everyone, when it is your birthday and someone asks how old you are, just smile and say you're so many digits young, and feel it, really feel it. You are young, you are vibrant, you are amazing. So thank you, everyone.
So true, so powerful. In a difficult world out there, we need to hear this, we need to share it, we need to be happy. As you said, other people often don't like happy people, so be happy, be the ones who change them, don't let them change you. And that's a key thing. I think that's we all take that message out there, we can share it, we can love it. Let's get this recording out to the guys who couldn't do it. And thank you, everybody. We got up to 325 people was our top. Fantastic. Chris for helping put the community together, all the other leaders, not going to name everybody for getting people on this call. Let's keep the momentum and the growth going. If we can go from 255 last Monday to 325, we'll be hitting the 400 next week. There's no reason why we can't. And then I'm sure I can get Marie-Claire to join our community again in a month or a few months' time, and there we go. So it's a great privilege and pleasure. Thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, everybody. I'm going to say ciao for now. Keep it healthy, wealthy, and well. Chris?
All right, everybody.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Right, everybody. Tsunami of love across the oceans. Sending out to tsunami. Right, everybody.